Rob was a CNC nuclear policeman. He was working all over the country initially. He worked in all the power station all over the place really, and ended up back in Bridgewater in Hinckley, where I met him. So he had 20 years experience in the force, and he was very renowned for who he was. He was just a really nice, really lovely, kind person who everybody loved. They did lots of things as a collective group of policemen, and they did lots of walks. They did the Penny Fan. Rob did a London Marathon twice. He did so many sort of 10Ks, half marathons, and he even didn't make me, but encouraged me to do a 10K. I'm not a runner, but we did it in Brighton together, which was wonderful. And he just did so many things, and he was just so fit is the word really. Always kept his fitness up. He was ex-military, and he was just really, really loved. On June the 2nd in 2023, Rob collapsed. He was in the garden, he collapsed, and he was having seizures, and they took him off to hospital at Musgrove, and they put him in an induced coma to find out what was going on, but they were amazing at Musgrove. They knew that evening. They couldn't confirm, but they knew he probably had a brain tumour, and they were right. He was taking different medication for his seizures and things, and which caused a massive problem with his liver, which meant and then he started having hallucinations, so he had to go into the hospice. And this was in January initially, and he went in for a week, and they were just incredibly good. And I remember one of the nurses saying, "We're going to get you the cuddle bed." And I'm like, "What's a cuddle bed?" And she said, "You're like that. We've only got one at this moment," she said, and one of the patient's husbands raised the money for it. She said, "But you'll see what it is." And anyway, she brought it in, and then we claimed it then for the week, and it meant that I could sit with him and sleep with him, although he was big by then, and there wasn't a lot of room, but it was just nice. We could cuddle, we could watch TV, we could do everything. Doing some fundraising for the cuddle bed, and I know they like to keep things unrestricted when you do fundraising because you can give it to everything, but for me the cuddle bed was what made it the best it could be for me and Rob really. And I think for people with children and stuff, it's just lovely that there's no restriction like there is in hospital. Like, you can get on the bed, you can do what you want, you can move it up and down, and it's just brilliant. Yeah, and it's all for Rob, and it keeps him alive, his memory alive, and yeah.